I was watching football yesterday, and I'm watching the Packers, and Micah Parsons blows out his knee, a non-contact. I switch games, and it's the Rams game. And I see Davante Adams on a non-contact injury, hurt his hamstring. And it got me thinking, and I had an interesting conversation with someone about technology and how the human body might not, especially for some, might not be able to go to where they're pushing it. And I'm not even, we weren't talking about steroids or anything like that. We were talking about more like the treatment to recover, nutrition, what we know about it, like being able to put the best fuel to get the most out of your muscles, like that, like that we're putting so much muscle and explosion into human beings that their ligaments, tendons, and their muscle can't deal with it. And so it got me, I worked at a middle school, and there was one year, there was at least 5 or 6 kids that were on crutches, and oh, I tore my ACL. And it wasn't like, oh, they played football, or oh, they played basketball, or oh, they played soccer. It was volleyball. It was across the board. There was a whole bunch of different sports, and kids are starting earlier and earlier, getting into sports more extreme. And how much further can we really push the human body? It just really got me thinking, because you see Achilles injuries all the time now. And that's something that you can't strengthen. It is what it is. Either you're harming it and it's getting frayed and it's going to pop, or you're not harming it and it's staying as strong as it possibly can. It's not, let me inject this and it'll get stronger, or let me do this treatment, it'll get stronger, let me do this workout and it'll get stronger. I mean, I'm sure there are things you can do to fortify it, but as far as making it stronger to where it is what it is. And your ligaments, your tendons, they are what they are. And have we reached our limit, where our technology is surpassing what the human body is capable of, and people are just going to continually get hurt more and more and more? Patrick Mahomes got hurt, and a guy was going up against him. His knee was already weak because it was injured. So a weakened knee, when you get hit and your weight goes a little bit and boom, that's a normal football injury, in my opinion. But you just see it more and more that all these guys, and they're doing everything to protect, and yet more people are getting hurt. So when they weren't protecting everyone and people weren't getting hurt, why was that? Well, they weren't pushing their body to the ultimate limit because they didn't have all this technology to help. They didn't have all these exercises to help, all this gym equipment to help, all these hyperbolic chambers and all this other treatment that they can do to heal their muscle faster, to get through injuries faster. And again, nothing to do with steroids or anything illegal. It's just our technology to where, yeah, they had things for treatment and stuff, but it pales in comparison to what it is now. And are we at our limit? Has technology surpassed us? And that's why AI is so terrifying. Because I think we've only scratched the surface of technology. So, I was really terrified for a little bit, but then it was wrong, so duh. Technology is only as good as the people programming it. somebody gave me mashed potatoes because I really liked them, so they gave me more, and I couldn't remember the person's name. And I was texting someone to tell the person that gave me the mashed potatoes, because I don't have her number, hey, can you tell her thank you for the mashed potatoes? And it put a name in there. And I was like, oh my God, oh my God. So I went through all my texts with that person, with anyone associated with this woman, to see if her name came up, anything about mashed potato, like anything that stupid technology could take, and put that name in there, and there was nothing. Then I was like, oh my God. I was like, that means my phone was listening as I was talking to her, as I was talking to a couple of people that evening. And I'm like, and then I asked what her name was, and it wasn't the right name. I'm like, okay, whew, I can breathe. But that's what's going to happen, because they're always listening anyway. Like when I say they, I don't mean like necessarily people. I mean your phone is always listening. Like as I'm speaking right now, it's 10, 12 feet across the room, but it's listening. Are you saying, hey Siri? Even though I have that turned off. I have everything turned off on that phone, but yet they still know exactly where I am and listening to me. Like, I'm not naive. Technology. I think that is what's going to, I think we are going to end us, not an asteroid. We're going to do global warming and it's going to be all water, and no, it's us. We're afraid of the wrong things. And God said he's never going to flood this earth again, so I'm not really all that worried about global warming or climate change or whatever term they're using now. I'm not terrified of that because he said he's not going to do it, and I believe him. He hasn't lied to me before. Why would he start now? Technology. Be afraid.